looking in your eyes tonight. I can see the moonlight shining bright. There ain't a star tonight shining any brighter than you. So baby, tell me what you wanna do. So you say you think you love me. Well, baby, I think I love you too. You say it's getting late, we should be getting home. But baby, I think we're already there. You know we could write this song, make it last all night long. And I can't take you anywhere. It's the perfect night, I swear. We could take the long way there. We can take the shortcut. We can take the shortcut. Warm breeze blowing through your hair, the sounds of summer in the air. We've got the windows rolled down. We could leave this town and see where this road goes. I know you got your hopes and dreams. Well, baby, I've got my dreams too. You say you are afraid that you could end up getting hurt, but baby, I'll always be there. You know we could write this song, make it last our whole life long. And I can't take you anywhere. It's the perfect night, I swear. And we could take the long way there. We could take the shortcut. We could take the shortcut. I know this is crazy. Let's take this ride, baby. And I can take you anywhere. It's the perfect night, I swear. Yeah, we could take the long way there. We could take the shortcut. We could take the shortcut. We could take the shortcut.
All right. Shane Smith with Shortcut. That was from their I don't want to say soon to be released. It's going to be released sometime this year. And Shane and his side band, Michael Chandler, are live in the studio. We're saying off the air that Shane's the front man and Michael's the guitarist with mystique. Do you guys get along?
I don't like him at all.
No,
right?
No, he's my biggest enemy.
Right. You know, and we were talking, and I won't go into details, but we were talking about that off the air. It's important, like especially, you know, if you're doing a lot of shows and maybe even some traveling, it's important to like each other, I would think.
Absolutely. Man.
Yeah, we've known each other for a long time, so we can kind of roll with the punches
Right.
on anything. That helps.
Occasionally we'll pull some WWE out on the side of the road,
Right.
you know,
I
do
got
some
you.
WrestleMania.
Just fight it out. Yeah. I'm going to talk about writing now. So, Shane or Michael, do you guys have a writing process?
You know, we were just talking about this, actually. We just came back from Nashville. We were just there Tuesday night and came back yesterday. we were talking about it on the way back. I was like, it's kind of weird because I'll be sitting there one morning cooking breakfast, and all of a sudden I'll have to turn breakfast off because I've got an idea and I go write it down before I forget it. And then then an hour later I come back to eat breakfast and it's cold and I got to recook it and all that fun stuff.
But hey, you know, who knows? You may have $1 million idea there.
Exactly.
Are there any writers that you really dig?
You know, honestly, I'm always amazed at, like, she's not really country anymore, but just she's written so many hit songs as Taylor Swift.
Right.
It's unbelievable, the stuff that she's put out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, most people are lucky if they write one hit song. She writes them like weekly.
And you know, I actually had the opportunity through this radio show to go see Taylor when she was in Louisville earlier in the year, and I got like really good seats, and it was good. You know, I figured, hey, it's a good show. You know, when she first came out, and I see Michael, he's kind of sneering. I don't know if he feels the same way about Taylor as me and Shane do, but when she first came out, you know, I was like, nah, you know. But then a good buddy of mine, Blake Stamper, who's also a singer-songwriter, he said, listen to it like you're a 16-year-old girl, you know. And, you know, she's hit her mark. She really has.
It's true.
Right, yeah. So where do you get your inspiration? You said you were cooking breakfast. I mean, is there a wide variety of things that inspire you to write a song?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I could just pick one thing. Sometimes it could just be I hear somebody, the way they phrase something, or it was just maybe one line they said and it gives me an idea. So it just comes in all kinds of forms, and then I kind of go from there.
I got you. I can't read my own writing. You know what? Let's play another live one. I'll try to figure out what I was trying to write here.
Sounds
good. What
good.
are you guys going to play now?
You want to do some Burn Down, man?
Let's do it.
Let's try it.
This song's called Burn Down.
All right.
Well, the whiskey on the table's almost gone. I got a whole lot of memories left to drown. So I'll pour myself one last round. And tonight I'm gonna burn down this town. She left a note saying she ain't coming back. Every picture in the house has been ripped in half. Yeah, I had no idea this was going down. And tonight I'm gonna burn down this town. It'll be a bonfire all night, a Johnny Cash and ring of fire. I'll be a smoking gun on the run, raising hell and taking names. And now she's so gone, it's a sad song. You let it go up in flames. Yeah, I can be found burning down this town. Maybe I should try and get her to stay, but I don't know if I care much either way. Yeah, I don't really care if she's lost or found. And tonight I'm gonna burn down this town. It'll be a bonfire all night, a Johnny Cash and ring of fire. I'll be a smoking gun on the run, raising hell and taking names. And now she's so gone, sad song. You let it go up in flames. Yeah, I can be found burning down this town. It'll be a bonfire all night. And Johnny Cash and Ring of Fire. I'll be a smoking gun on the run, raising hell and taking names. And now she's so gone, it's a sad song. You let it go up in flames. Yeah, I can be found burning down this town. It'll be a bonfire all night. Yeah, Johnny Cash and Ring of Fire. Yeah, I can be found. Oh, I can be found burning down this town.
Shane Smith on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM, and they're live in the studio, and we're going to be right back to them. But I do want to mention this weekend, the 2nd and 3rd of September, that's Saturday and Sunday, the Kentucky Bluegrass and Bourbon Experience out of the Water Tower is going on. I'm going to be hosting that event the 3rd straight year. I'm excited about that. Lots of great local, regional, and national bluegrass acts. That's out at the Water Tower. Again, that's Saturday and Sunday. Kentucky Bluegrass and Bourbon Experience. All right, Shane, I want to talk about your aspirations, and we're going to dig deep here. Where do you want your music to take you?
You know, I think really just I'd like just to get out where it's being heard, being played, and that you know, it's something you can get out and do this on a regular basis. It'd be awesome if it started getting played, you know, over the major radio stations and that type of thing, and where it's something that you know, you can really benefit from. So, I mean, ultimately, it'd be great if we start getting a lot of our stuff played on the radio.
Sure. Tell me about Nashville Star. You were on the first season of that show. Tell for our listeners who may not be familiar with it. Tell me about Nashville Star.
Sure. So it was the first season. For you guys that don't know what it is. Well, it's no longer airing currently, but it's I would say it's real similar to like American Idol and that type of thing. It started off locally. They had several, I think, local venues that started off. They narrowed it down and it went to regional. Then eventually everything was, I believe, filmed in Nashville.
Right.
So that was kind of a fun process.
Gotcha. You know, there's a lot of, I won't say backlash, but there's a lot of people coming out that, you know, like The Voice and American Idol is not really the way to do it. You know, you go on TV, you know, you become a big star. You don't pay the dues, you know, down in the trenches. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, I think ultimately it's at the end of the day, I think you're building a fan base. So, you know, if that's the way that, you know, gets you a fan base, I think, you know, there's nothing wrong with going that route at all. I mean, you know, there's been success stories both ways. I think sometimes when you know, you're not brought to fame so quickly, you get that fan base that may tend to stay with you longer term when it's slowly built versus kind of, you know, in a 6-week period.
Right, a shooting star type thing.
Right.
Do you, and every musician does, they don't all admit it, do you have any like bucket list gigs, like places you would love to play? Mine's the Grand Ole Opry.
Yeah, that's definitely one of mine as well. I just think it'd be cool just being from Cincinnati to play Riverbend at some point. You know, growing up, seeing a lot of the people I enjoyed watching, just be a cool venue to play. But the Opry's definitely up there as well.
Good deal. All right, we're going to play another cut off Unofficial Shane Smith. That's going to be the name of the album, correct?
That's right.
Tell me about Neat.
So this is a great story. So anyway, this whole this song started. I said this cool little riff, and I was like, man, this is just a cool beat. And I actually shot him over to it, and he's like, I love it. And then during that time frame, I was like, hey, I got this kind of cool little chorus for it. I was like, what do you think of it? We weren't even planning on putting this on the album. This was written during when we were actually recording the album.
Right.
Yeah. And I wrote it probably in 10 minutes, and I shot it over to him, and he was like, we got to put that on the album.
Right.
So we actually ended up going back in and putting that on there, kind of a last-minute thing. But, yeah, it's crazy how it worked out.
All right. Yeah. Let's give it a spin. There's Shane Smith with Neat on Cumberland Country.
She don't really work. She don't do much of anything. She only does what she wants to do. She went to college, but she don't use her degree. Says she ain't in a hurry to do anything. I think she's pretty neat. I think she's pretty neat. Her only priority is to hang out at the beach. Yeah, I think she's pretty neat. She's always wearing those glasses. Her hair is always a mess. She don't need the real world. Says who needs that stress? She loves that ocean breeze. She loves the sand on her feet. Since she came to this island, she says she's never felt more alive. I think she's pretty neat. I think she's pretty neat. Her only priority is to hang out at the beach. Yeah, I think she's pretty neat. She looks so damn pretty. Lives here now, but she came from Cincy. She left that city life behind. Yeah, I think she's pretty neat. I think she's pretty neat. Her only priority is to hang out at the beach. Yeah, I think she's pretty neat. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Pretty neat.
All right. I'm kind of glad she was slow to draw on that microphone, because I was saying some stuff I didn't want to go out over the air. CJ Cumberland here on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM with Shane Smith and his right-hand man, Michael Chandler. Michael, talk for a second, man. You've been sitting over there being quiet and polite. I don't know. Just tell me a fact about Michael Chandler right off.
I'm from Bloody Breathitt County, big city of Jackson. Proud country boy right here.
All right, Michael Chandler. So, Shane, I wanted to ask you about writing. You were talking about the song that you wrote, like, really quick. Do you find that songs, at least the ones you think are your best, just kind of come to you quickly?
Yeah, I think at least in my case, that's kind of been the situation. I think sometimes I feel like if it's just not coming, I'll just put it down.
Right.
There have been times I've come back to it later, but sometimes I think you're just trying to force it, and it's
right.
It doesn't work out that well.
Well, if you're like me, you've got tons of songs that is like, about half finished.
Right. I do.
And, yeah. That's, and some of them I'm thinking, that's a good song, but I don't know where it's going.
Exactly. Totally agree.
Yeah, he sent me I think 200 and some files the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And some of them were a minute and a half, some of them were 30 seconds.
Right.
But he usually pieces them together pretty great. And,
there you go.
You know.
Yeah, man. I used to, and this is gonna age me. I used to carry one of those mini cassette recorders around with me when I was driving, so I could, get. That was like pre, smartphones and cell phone days, So I've got like tons of these little mini cassette things, and my mini cassette recorder's broke. I don't know if they still make those anymore. But
Is it like the Walkman, the Sony?
kind of, but it was smaller. It was those real mini
straight up,
cassettes. Yeah, like they used to put in the old answer machines. I don't know.
They had little tapes you could record
Right,
on.
absolutely. Yeah, that's what I had. But I've still got those tapes, but I don't have a working machine. So there may be a hit song on there. I just need to find a mini cassette recorder. All right, let's talk about your live show. And you guys are playing. I pulled up your schedule here. You're playing tomorrow, and that's in Cincinnati at Jim and Jack's on the River.
Yep.
At 9 p.m. So if you guys are up in the Cincinnati area, check them out. What's your live show like? What can people expect if they come see Shane Smith?
They're going to get a good variety of music. You're going to hear our originals. I think it's a pretty. The show's got a lot of energy for sure. We're acoustic, but I think for acoustic, we put a lot of energy out.
Right.
So you're going to get a good variety of stuff. We play a lot of covers as well, but we always throw out our original stuff. And like Jim and Jack's is always a great place to go out and play to. There's a ton of people that come out, so it's always a fun place to play.
And you gotta, being a musician myself, I know you gotta play covers.
Yeah,
got to.
And I gotta ask you the question. You gotta be honest. Is Waggin Wheel in the set?
No,
I refuse to do it.
I do too. I actually have turned down large tips to not play Waggin Wheel.
Can't do it anymore.
Yeah. I'm trying to think what the new Waggin Wheel is, but okay, you guys are a duo. Have you ever thought about going full band?
We have. I'll let you take this one. You want to talk for
Michael
a while? Let them get to
Chandler.
know you.
sure. Thanks, thanks, guys. We've went around the table with it. We definitely feel like it would bring more to the table as far as song variety.
Right.
But when we worked this up, Shane and I got together, and he's like, we need to do our best with 2 guitars, 1 vocal, and try to make it as full as possible. If we go down that alley, we'll pick it up. Otherwise, let's just try to,
Right.
just tag it and just go with it. And we've been really blessed. We've had a lot of support. We've had some heat put on us, and we're really thankful for that.
And I think too, it was one of our big focuses was we didn't want to get too much away because we are writing a lot. We want to kind of stick with that format. Sometimes I think when you get in full band, it starts taking away from kind of the purpose of why we got together and to put new songs out and all that fun stuff.
How much time do you guys spend together when you're not playing?
Daily. I mean, we're either talking or, voicemail.
Right.
I mean, it's. I think I speak to him way more than I do my wife. So.
Yeah, we just decided we're on every evening at 6:00. We're going to set up a little conference call so we can figure out what's going on daily and plan for the week.
I got you. So I wanted to, and I skipped this question, but I wanted to ask you, Shane, and Michael too, because this would apply to you. You guys write your own music. How did you feel about somebody else recording one of your songs?
Yeah, I think we're open to the idea for sure. I mean, especially if it's the right thing. Anything like that could possibly help get your name out there. So I think that's always anything like that would be huge exposure, obviously, depending on who picked it up. But yeah, I think we're both open to that for sure.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Well, how much time? You said you just got back from Nashville. How much time do you guys spend down in the hillbilly Hollywood there?
2 to 4 days a month.
Yeah.
On average. We're actually going back down the 15th and doing some filming down there for one of the networks. So we're pretty excited about that. We'll be releasing some stuff on that. So
good deal. What do you think? And Shane, I'm going to put you on the spot here, and feel free to just back off and say no comment. But what do you feel about Nashville and the state of country music in Nashville today?
I mean, it's. I just think music's changed so much over even the last 10 years. It's just. I think at one point you kind of had to be in Nashville to make it happen, and I think that's. less so now. I mean, just with the social media, and you can reach a lot more people you could never touch before. And I think, 10, 15, 20 years ago, people were going down there in hopes of getting a record deal and, kind of help market themselves, where now you can kind of do a lot of that yourself.
Right. Well, it's taken swing, the whole outlaw movement in the 70s, with Waylon and Willie, and those guys kind of left Nashville, and they're like, we'll do it our way. I'm thinking it's swinging back that way. You got artists like
I agree.
Chris Stapleton, Sturgill Simpson, both Kentucky boys, by the way.
Yeah.
Right.
Out there kind of doing their own thing. Of course, Sturgill made some news recently. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Yeah, he's a Breathitt County boy, too.
Yeah,
so.
he went on record about Merle Haggard. But we won't get into that. We won't get too controversial. So let's go ahead and play another live tune. What are you guys going to play for us?
You want to do Rollin'? We're going to do, this song's called Rollin' here.
All right.
Rolling with my 6-string, this one-horse town. Throw down that long neck to chase that whiskey down, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Strap on my guitar, do a shot of Crown. Crank up the speakers and rock that country sound, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Roll down the road, roll in the dice. Roll out this flat top and rock this place all night, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Take it. We're making noise everywhere we go, just trying to be played on the radio. We'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. When the band starts playing, we'll bring them to their feet, and they'll all be dancing 'cause the music sounds so sweet, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Roll down the road, roll in the dice. Roll out this flat top and rock this place all night, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. All our music has been played and done. We roll down the highway, we'll be on the run, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Roll down the road, roll in the dice. Roll out this flat top and rock this place all night, and we'll keep rolling. We'll keep rolling. Roll down the road, roll in the dice. Roll out this flat top and rock this place all night, and we'll keep rolling. Yeah, we'll keep a rolling.
All right. Shane Smith, rolling on Cumberland Country, WCHQ 100.9 FM. I want to let you guys know where you can find us on the interweb there. We have a Twitter page that's at WCHQ-FM. Instagram page, which is WCHQ-FM also. Facebook is Crescent Hill Radio. And, of course, you can go to our website, crescenthillradio.com. There you can hear the live feed and also see live video from our live shows. So check it out. All right, guys. Mike, I want to talk to you for a second.
Yes, sir.
Did you have to buy an acoustic guitar when you went country?
I was still on the Alice in Chains Unplugged, so I had an acoustic laying around.
Right, I got you.
He was too.
So he was ready to go. I got you. Do you find the fan base of like rock and country, and I'm going to get more specific here, the female fan base of rock and country, similarities?
I'd say it's a totally different sport.
Right? Okay. That's a very good answer, actually. I like that. Shane, let's talk about the recording of Unofficial Shane Smith. Where did you guys record?
So we there's a guy named Phil Weisenberger, and we actually did all our recording through him. He's actually out of Georgetown,
Right.
Kentucky. So he did everything for us. He was fantastic. Helped us produce it, get everything together. So anything you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean, he's got a long history of music. He treats us like family. Can't say enough about him. Great times.
Do you guys like the recording studio?
Love it.
Love it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk for a second. What's different about the recording studio than like playing a live show?
I think it's you're in the recording studio. It's almost like being put under a microscope.
Right.
It's you get in there and you hear every little thing. So
right.
And plus you get time to go back and listen to it and kind of decide if you like what you heard the first time. So
right.
When you're live, you're plugged in. Plus there's a lot of extra noise and all that. So it's just it's a completely different sport, really.
Are either one of you guys like perfectionists? I mean, I know as an artist myself, I'm always, like you said, I'm always hearing something. I'm always, at some point, somebody just has to tell me, hey, it's good, let it go.
We must be twins because I'm there with
right.
you, man.
I think that's why they call it a CD release, because you let go of it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right, yeah.
Right. So you were talking about, the difference between playing live and in the studio. Being a musician myself, I played to the bartender and I played to quite a few people. Occasionally, there's that room that they don't even care if you're there. Does that ever get to you that somebody's not, especially when you're playing your original music, that somebody's not giving it the time that you think they should?
I think you just have to expect that. It doesn't matter who you are. Anybody that's played music, it doesn't matter if you're the best singer, best guitar player in the world. You're gonna go out and there are going to be nights
right.
that your background music. So you have to expect it. It comes with the territory.
Right. I always used to, just try to throw something crazy out there and see if people would pay attention.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna play another cut from Unofficial Shane Smith. Tell me about Done.
So Done actually was created. So it actually, without getting into too much detail, I got the idea from a song anyway. An ex-girlfriend from a while back, and so the whole idea kind of stemmed from that, and then so a lot of the experiences that the lyrics of the song actually did happen. So that's kind of where the song came from.
All right, Shane Smith, Done on Cumberland Country. Oh, I was waiting for you to play it live. We're gonna play the cut. Here's Shane Smith from Unofficial Shane Smith on Cumberland Country.
You can take all those good times and it feels right and watch them walk out the door. You can take all those moonlit nights and those campfires and let them go up in flames. You can watch your starry-eyed lover say goodbye to your mother. It's easier done than said. It's easier done than said. You're crazy. I'm done with you trying to change me. I'm done with your games, baby. You can take all those big fights and those crying eyes and let them go down the drain. You can take all those nights by the lake on that blanket, let them just float away. Take one last look at this truck, I'm getting out of this rut. It's easier done than said. It's easier done than said. I'm done with your crazy. I'm done with you trying to change me. I'm done with your games, baby. I'm done with your crazy. I'm done with you trying to change me. I'm done with your games, baby. You can take all those good times and it feels right, and watch it walk out the door. I'm walking out that door. I'm walking out that door.
Shane Smith on Cumberland Country. The guys are live in the studio here. Shane Smith and Michael Chandler. I like that one, man. It's kind of like your ballady type song.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely.
Yeah. I do want to encourage you guys to keep listening to WCHQ after Cumberland Country tonight on Hippy Head Spotlight. Hippy Head and Kelly welcome Lacey J, I think it is, Lachy, Lacey J, and they'll be discussing the upcoming World Fest this weekend. That's at 8 p.m. tonight on Cumberland Country. Shane, let's talk about, we talked about the recording. You guys, get a chance to play, locally in the Cincinnati area and regionally. Are there any acts out there that you really dig, you like yourselves, like you would go and pay a cover to see this act?
Locally, as far any genre or just country?
Yeah, whatever. It's just a night on the town. You got double booked at the place, and you got a free night, man.
Yeah, I'm down with some Creature of Exile from Danville, Kentucky. Give a shout out to them. Dan Varner, which we've been associated with now since October, more December-ish.
Yeah.
Shane
Right.
can speak on that a little bit more. He's really helped us out a lot. Go ahead, Shane. What you got?
Yeah, like he was saying, the Dan Varner band. We've actually done quite a few shows with them now. They always put on a great show, a great bunch of guys. They've played some pretty big shows as well, so we tend to be in those type of venues.
Right.
Yeah.
When you guys go down to Nashville, what is it? Is it work? What do you do down there? You play?
Yeah, we play. We work and play,
Right.
man.
I got you.
Yeah.
Do you guys go down there you guys having day jobs? I mean, you got to keep the day job. I know how that is.
Yeah, we got that responsibility
Right.
still.
Yeah.
So,
Right. Have you ever thought about, making this a full-time job?
Yeah, it's getting closer.
Right.
We've, the last couple months especially, we've had some pretty good opportunities. I think that are really helping us branch out, and we're starting to see some good things come our way. So I think it could definitely be a possibility here in the near future.
Right. The reason I asked if when you're going down to Nashville, if you're working, playing, or whatever, a good friend of mine, I'll mention him again, Blake Stamper, who is a great singer-songwriter. He's the son of Art Stamper, who was a Bluegrass Fiddle Hall of Famer. And he said, you need to go down to Nashville during the week, and hang out and network, because, the locals don't hang out on the weekends down there.
That's pretty much when we're there. We're there during the week every time we're there almost.
every time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really.
that's the way to do it, man, for sure. Okay, I think you guys got one more live song for me. Is that correct?
Yeah.
All right, what are we going to play?
Doing the train?
Yeah, man. We can do it.
This song here is called Train.
All right.
See if my guitar, see if we can hear it now.
There we go.
Sounds of that old train are in the air tonight, and it keeps moving on just like my life, only passing through for a little while. And every time it passes by, it always makes me smile. All the places and the faces is passed along the way. Mountains and the rivers all change from day to day. The train keeps moving no matter what you do. And as I hear it here tonight, it makes me think of you. And I keep thinking about all the friends I've made, and all the people that got lost along the way. So if you hear that engine on some summer night, well, I hope you just close your eyes and just enjoy the ride. All the places and the faces is passed along the way. Mountains and the rivers all change from day to day. The train keeps moving no matter what you do. And as I hear it here tonight, it makes me think of you. So for now, I'll keep rolling down the tracks, and I can't say for sure if I'll be coming back. So here's to all the good times that we've had along the way. And as I raise this beer tonight, here's to another day. All the places and the faces is passed along the way. Mountains and the rivers all change from day to day. The train keeps moving no matter what you do. And as I hear it here tonight, it makes me think of you. Every time I hear it, I always think of you.
Shane Smith live on Cumberland Country with Michael Chandler. What was I going to ask? Oh, you mentioned you're from the Cincinnati area. Lots of great concerts up there. I'm just curious. Did you guys make it to the Hank Jr. Chris Davis show?
No, I wanted to. Really want to go to that one.
That would have been a good show. I missed it myself. Chris, Chris, you mentioned. You're not Chris. Michael.
I've got four
you're
names.
Chris
They can't decide.
I can't remember his name either.
You mentioned, you're married man.
Yes, sir.
And I don't know if you're a family man.
I'm a married guy as well.
Right. So how much support do you get from home? And I don't guess you would say if you didn't, but I'm going to ask anyway. This is something, if you take it where you want to take it, there's going to be some, nights away from home.
I mean, honestly, I can't. My wife's given so much support. Her name's Angie. She's at home right now, but she's been a huge advocate of what we're doing and been extremely understanding and really, just supporting us along the way with everything we've been doing.
Yeah, I can't say enough about my wife.
I can't give enough thanks.
Yeah,
right.
She's, if we're not out on the road, it's me on the end of the couch picking every night. We're talking to Shane and getting stuff in line. It's just amazing. We've had a lot of support there, so can't thank her enough.
Good deal. So how can my listeners find out more about you guys? Do you have a website?
We do. Probably the best place to check us out is it's called Unofficial Shane Smith. It's on Facebook. We post stuff all the time. We'll also be posting here the release date of the album here, which we're not giving a solid date here, but we think probably October would be a safe month to say. So just keep posted. If you want to check that, that'll probably be the best place to see what's going on.
And go ahead and mention some upcoming shows. We do have the show tomorrow at Jim and Jack's on the River in Cincinnati.
So we got that tomorrow night. We're going to probably go on around 9. We are with another duo. And then come Saturday, I'll let you talk about the Saturday.
Sure.
Or, I'm sorry, Sunday.
Yeah, Saturday we're going to get a little R&R finally. We've been at it since Monday evening. And then Saturday, a little bit of a break. Sunday, we head off to Winchester, Kentucky for the Daniel Boone Festival. Also headlining there be Exile and Sunday Best and Lauren Minks. And then we head back up to Ohio on Monday to Harmony Hill Vineyards. So
good deal. And
we go on about 5 on Monday.
Good deal. It looks like you have a list of your upcoming shows on your Facebook page.
We do.
Shane Smith Country Music, right? Facebook.
That's it.
Yeah,
yep,
absolutely. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Any parting words? I mean, shout outs. Anything you don't think we've covered?
Just like to give a shout out to you, CJ, man.
Hi, Mom.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
man.
No problem.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys could make it. Now, is there another song we haven't played off your album? You guys just played You, right?
Yeah, you. That's one we haven't played.
Okay.
Actually.
Well, do you mind if we spin that one to close the show out?
Let's do it.
Thanks again, guys. I want to encourage you guys to tune in next week for Cumberland Country. John Clay is live on the air. And check out the WCHQ singer-songwriter open mic at Beer Nose in the Highlands. That's going to be every Thursday from 8 to 11. We'll see you next week. Here is You from Shane Smith.
Well, I ain't got an ocean, and I ain't got a beach, and I ain't got a big house, baby, but I got everything. And I don't drive a Beamer, don't have a summer home, ain't got a bunch of rich friends, baby, but I wouldn't change a thing. I got a you, blue-eyed baby, angel without wings. I got a you, sweet tea baby, keeping my world sane. I got you, I got you. And I don't live in a high-rise, and I don't travel the world. Never been to Hawaii, baby, but I got your smile. And I don't have the best clothes, no designer jeans. Ain't got a lot of money, baby, but you make me wanna sing. I got a you, blue-eyed baby, angel without wings. I got a you, sweet tea baby, keeping my world sane. I got you, I got you. If I don't ever get to sail the islands or watch it snow in the Rocky Mountains, well, I've got the whole world, baby, staring back at me. I I got a you, baby, I got you.
the sleigh bells, and you're listening to Crescent Hill Radio.
This week on Away with Words, we get an insider's look into the world of garage sales.
Here in Crescent City, I review garage sales for the newspaper here.
Oh my gosh, you're like Yelp for garage sales.
I'm imagining Rotten Tomatoes, but instead of tomatoes, he uses stained mattresses.
One guy told me that he was chased out of a church with a broom because he'd arrived too early.
Join us.
It's scary out there.
Sundays at noon.
It's 78 degrees.
It's 7:37.
Let's take a look at the WCHQ concert view for Thursday, September 1st. Tonight over at Gerstl's, you can catch the War Panties. How about down at the Levee at the River House, the No Problem Band. Over at Goodwood Brewing, Mr. Tom Boone. Down at Stevie Ray's Blues Bar, we have Thursday night for Rowdown. And over in St. Matthews at Saints, you can catch John Baxter's and the Bottom Feeders.
This has been your WCHQ Concert View. If you've got a show you'd like to let us know about, go to CrescentHillRadio.com and hit the icon at the top of the screen that says List Your Gig.
Up next, Second Story Man.